then I like make a joke about him not showing up the first day. I'm like, oh my god, your assistant. I go, he's so done in this town. He's
it is so funny. That's so funny because your first producer actually did not want me to show up without knowing you guys.
That's
what she didn't know. Probably.
Oh, okay.
Your first producer.
She lied to us.
I don't think she didn't know because we got back to school Monday and she was like, so you just didn't show up or you didn't want to come? I was like, no. I was like, at the time Dion was you guys' producer, correct? Was it Dion Dreads?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
He was very protective over both of us, and he got her the main position, but she wanted me to work with the show. And she was like, they're black gay men. I really think you'll be great with them. They're good guys. And you'll learn so much. He said, come in. I was like, okay. And Dion shut that down real quick. He was like, I want to know who they are. What they're a part of, who they are. And I was like, I can somewhat appreciate that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, protective is good, but just like anyone knows, we're gonna almost always be protective of you.
Yeah.
So you're our baby, honey. We're watching you grow and blossom. It's a beautiful, even more beautiful young black gay man, and this is exactly the trajectory you should be on. So I'm very proud of you. Congratulations. Yay.
I'm excited. This is a new frontier, and I'm ready.
We do.
Yes, and they're in the lobby.
Yeah, there's a lot of cake in the lobby.
Okay, a lot of cake.
There is a lot of cake in the lobby.
They're looking good. Yes.
It's like four of them.
Everyone's over 6'2".
Yeah, literally.
It's okay. It's okay, honey. But you're hot boys in Palm Springs, honey.
They walk around shirtless, don't they?
I think he went down there to get a white Jewish sugar daddy.
They live in Palm Springs?
Huh?
Lennox, I can't. Yeah, I cannot with either
Mango. You're it.
Yay, it is sold out. We're so proud of Nine and team. Yes. Right, because she did get there early this morning, honey.
Well, who didn't she sleep with already? The shorter list.
Honey,
so let's do that.
She's been in full effect.
Let's go to peace sign. Oh, pastries. I love your little tart.
One pastry. I like that.
One tart.
One pastry. One tart.
I love a
pastry, tart, cake. Everything
food. This is the sweet episode. This is the pastry sweet.
Sweet? Oh God.
This is
sweets for you. Sweets on the show with sweets.
Okay. Double the sugar.
Yes, double the sugar.
Honey,
double the sugar,
nice.
double the taste.
That's a sugar spice and everything nice.
Yes, we'll go with that. I like that.
I didn't tell you that.
I can't.
I think we're gonna name that.
We do.
I mean, are we taking? I just posted about that. I was like, are we taking all of his awards away too?
I gotta feel me.
I mean, I really like Kevin Spacey.
Me too, actually.
You know, I mean, I know he's a pedophile.
What happened?
But
did I miss something?
Is he?
Trust me, my prayers go out to the victims. But I mean, I really was looking forward to this new season of House of Cards.
So it got canceled.
Well, they like suspended production
because
right
of this situation. So wait a minute. Okay, so let's back up a little bit. So for folks who do not know,
please,
Kevin Spacey came out, or the case came out, and then he had no choice but to come out. Okay.
But then people started accusing him like he was Harvey Weinstein, the gay version.
The gay version.
God.
I didn't say Pierre.
Okay.
Years ago when he was 14. Yeah. I don't know who she was coming out to. Yeah, this one reporter, she like literally got like all these like old like employee records over the years and just started cold calling these motherfuckers, and they were like, some of them were like, no, don't want to talk, but then a lot of people started singing. Singing like Mariah Carey in the studio.
Stop it.
Right.
Now,
I need to go to rehab.
Why does everyone go to rehab?
I mean, if you go to rehab, just return back, you know.
I heard the spas are amazing.
Right, like
especially those.
Well, you know, it's so funny. I didn't even get into. I saw your post. That's probably when I realized there was something going on with Kevin Spacey.
Right, like, did we take all of his awards away? I mean, he's one of my favorite actors.
I've seen his face.
Yes, my favorite. What's my favorite movie of his is In the Garden. Women in the Garden.
Midnight in the Garden of Good and Evil.
Yes, that's it.
Yeah, that's one of my favorites too.
Love that.
I love American Beauty.
Oh yeah, that was so good. Yeah. Was he in that other one with Brad Pitt too? The Seven. Like this, it's not called the Seven Deadly Sins. Oh, it's called Seven.
It's called
right?
Seven. Yeah. Was he the murderer?
Yeah, he was the fucking serial killer.
I love that.
Okay.
He's the best serial killer ever.
I have a favorite of his, but I can't think. I want to say it's like a princess.
A princess movie.
I think I'm off. I think I'm really off.
That's okay, honey.
It's okay.
Or the postponement. I think you should say postponement to not upset people.
Well, yeah, I think it's just a suspension right now. I don't know.
Oh.
Well, they can't have him back on set. Everyone would be in trouble, like all the guys, all the young guys.
Everybody's looking at each other.
Everybody 22 and younger. Well, yeah, they'd have to watch the front and the back.
Hello.
You know what?
Oh, whoa.
I cannot.
I hate you.
And I will not.
Hey, look, the article said that he gradually got to touching you, like.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well.
Yeah,
I
on his
missed
kids. Yeah.
Him. You know, it's so funny. I don't know if I ever, like, there's something about Kevin where I could see where I would have got the fact that he was gay. Like, just like, I think like his, like, enunciation when he speaks and kind of demeanor and mannerisms. Not that I feel like they're, like, overtly gay.
I just feel like it was
implied.
implied. I just feel like it was always implied.
Okay, well, I can see that too.
I need
Okay.
suspects.
Yeah, and he's never been. I mean, you ever seen him on a red carpet with like a date?
Never.
I don't remember seeing him.
The same things we say about
His
guys
mother,
who never had a girlfriend.
His mother, right?
Right.
I'm taking my mother, Babs.
That's certainly a gay move right there. I don't have a date to take my mama.
Hey, I took my mother to my first agency party.
Gay move.
Like when I
My mother
oh,
would go
and they thought I was so adorable for it.
Something I did.
My mother would go with me to my first agency party.
Really?
Yes.
And what?
Hello. Oh, well, before we get to Lennox's,
Debauchery
in Palm Springs, we just have to let everybody.
Guys.
It's hopefully some other ones too.
Hopefully.
Yes. So we have to let everyone know that the SIP is now going to 1 hour on Fridays from 6 to 7.
Concentrated.
Okay. Hello. So we're gonna get
concentrated.
Yes, we're gonna get all of this fabulosity.
Yeah, we used to stroke you for 2 hours, but now it's gonna be like intense for just 1 straight hour.
Yes. I hate you and these sound effects. Really.
Yes, Daddy. Right there, Daddy. Right there, Daddy.
Yes. Yes, and we're also streaming on not only Facebook Live but also YouTube. So please go to Urban Broadcast Media on both YouTube and Facebook, and you can stream. Actually, look at the show right now.
Like the video.
Live at the same time.
Subscribe.
So subscribe, all that jazz, right? Okay. We are.
Did you say
did you say we're like Usher?
No, we're like her.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I can't. See, damn it. I didn't even put the two together.
Oh, yeah.
I'm pretty bogus.
I'm pretty quick. Okay.
You're bogus. Okay, Lennox. So, what's the tea in Palm Springs, bitch?
Right.
To Palm Springs, no.
I've never been to
But
Palm Springs.
no, I think I've flown over it several times, but
I think so,
otherwise,
too.
yeah. It's super expensive.
I was right.
You need to scoot this way. Just to keep you in frame. Now everybody knows there's a person behind the camera. Perfection. Okay? Now, just because you're not on the radio, you're still live streaming, so keep talking. All right,
No. Oh, yeah. I totally am aware. Yeah. Okay, now you're going in. And
I'm like, sis, you're going in and out, honey. Okay. So bring that face forward to the mic, honey. You sound fabulous. Go ahead and continue. Well, we're certainly very excited to hear what you're going to be doing and hearing the interviews and talking about that with us on the show next week. We've totally forgot to play, even though we know where you are, you're not really in studio with us. I felt like we should, just pull in our lovely theme music, just so that, because this works. So Curtis, pull up. Where in the world is Lennox Magee? Pull it up. We should have started that before we did that Palm Springs crap. That right. We should, not that there's not amazing crap going on in Palm Springs, but we should, before we started talking about the amazing crap, then we should have played your music.
That's
Right.
the intro we're supposed
Your
to go
intro.
Right.
Curtis, we got it? There we go. Wait a minute. It's playing now. Yes, we have to play it a little bit.
She sneaks around.
She sneaks right.
Guess who's sneaking around the world?
Alright, who's sneaking?
Yes. But it's all good. Oh, here it is. Wait a minute, here it is. It's Magee.
Y'all silly.
Yes. That is so funny. I live for that music.
Honey,
And Palm Springs?
just show me everything that's like,
That you need to do.
yeah,
that.
Give me that
confirmation.
ticket.
Confirmation.
Give me that ticket.
Yeah, I need something with my name on it.
Because, honey, she was about to strip.
I know. Yay.
Of course, Kim. We will.
Yes, we will. And as you hear, Lennox, that's our break. We're going to break. Okay, so we'll be right back as we come. More music, the break, the sip, UBM, Facebook Live. What else are we living? YouTube Live.
Live.
So see you guys shortly.
I can't learn. This literally, I have no plan.
This music is cute.
I'm so upset. I really want to go to the show.
Okay, just so you know, that's fine. I don't care if these are on
Right.
here. So I guess we need to be like, hi.
Yeah, but the thing is, like,
It's
when,
so
you're,
difficult.
when you're producing, you just like you get those shots first.
It's a lot. Shit,
And
I'm
then
like,
you-
fuck. It's okay. No, we're good. We'll get it. I'm just like, we'll get it. We'll get it.
Like, I'm not a mind reader.
I'm like, shit.
I'm not
Okay.
behind the camera.
Where is this positioned in my face? Someone tell me so that.
This is the best footage ever.
So that I'm not like, what is this?
What is this, Mike?
No, because I want to make
Can
sure
you
that
see
she
me
said
now?
it was in my face. I just want to make sure.
I don't know if I
it's
should
in my
talk like
face.
this or should I talk to the side?
So what can you? That's fine. I just want to make sure that people can see us. Hi guys, I'm
This
just
is
can
cute.
see us.
You know I had to throw some Amy Winehouse in there.
I know. Yes.
You know.
Rehab. Yes. Because
Yeah.
that is when people go to.
What's the next?
That's my daddy's. That's the last album.
Well,
I think
this
he
is what I'm
listened to.
thinking. You talked about them. I think we can just go ahead and bring the guys in. I don't see. Let's do a couple.
We might as well.
That might as well. I don't see
Because
they get it out the way.
my guy
Oh, you got guests coming in?
may not come.
That's okay.
You may not.
He may not. These.
Should I go get him?
So he is on Armitage. I said,
Let's
okay.
do this. Let's
He's on
start.
what?
Armitage.
Let's start with 9 first,
Won't be
and
making
then
that.
we'll bring in
Okay.
the other guys.
When you making that? Okay, he got a.
So y'all gonna let two of them share or what's that?
We're gonna start with 9 first, and then we're gonna bring the rest of the guys.
Oh, okay.
I
Cool.
have a little structure. Well, we're live right now, but
Yeah, we're live right now. Just so you know.
Okay,
And
we're
this
coming back in
mic is
the.
working?
Yes.
Okay, so headphones on, that way you can hear what's everything that's going on at the same time. So we're gonna bring you on first, and then we're gonna bring in the boys too. Okay, but we're gonna talk to you first, and then we'll bring them back.
the boys in motion.
Yeah, we're gonna start earlier. Since we're starting a little bit early, we can kind of get some of the other things out the way with you and your artistry and your work, and then we'll bring them in to talk about Cake in more in depth and the whole process all of y'all went through.
And then we have somebody coming in who's gonna actually have cat. No.
He better come.
He's gonna have a
Bring
picture.
some
He says
cake.
he's very close.
Ooh,
Okay.
ooh. I'm like, he
So,
got.
My friend
we can do all
Chef
This is the
he came from
sweet
Atlanta,
episode.
and I'm like,
I
oh,
love
and he
it.
was
I
saying, I
love
want to be on the
We can-
show.
we
So
can
he
do
just
this
came
in,
I was stuck in traffic. I said, what about
And we can do 5 minutes to have.
It's Chicago traffic, honey. Like, be proactive,
Right?
you know.
Music's coming back.
Wow.
And he was cooking us a little pastry.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Oh, can I have? Is that the only one we have? What's this?
I'm not sure. What is
They're outside
I'm going to
smoking.
break at 40, okay?
They're outside smoking cigarettes.
Who's outside
Well,
smoking?
we can. I'll grab them.
That's
when
fine,
I-
we'll grab them when it's
when
time.
when the time comes up. Yeah.
That's fine, we'll grab
We
them when
take
it's
frequent smoke breaks.
Oh, honey.
Hello. I was like,
That's
we
fine.
take frequent.
Yes.
Did you see how I was about to put
I
everybody?
think we're on, Curtis, aren't we?
Oh.
Did you turn us on and didn't tell us?
Because I definitely want to tell
Sound like
everybody's
That
secret.
sounds like some scandal shit.
Everybody's secret.
Really?
Just that quick.
Okay, so Lennox, are you on the line with us?
She's there.
Palm Springs.
greater, newer.
You know, I just realized
That's
where I
where
remember
I-
Palm Springs from. Doesn't what's that? The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills? Is it?
Oh, I only watch Atlanta.
She has a real connection with the gay community. I think, and she's done some things in Palm Springs. So, am I mistaken in that, Lennox? I'm like, I know I'm not crazy. Okay. So that's just like, I'm kind of familiar with that. I was like, okay. So it just dawned on me, honestly, when I sat back down in the chair after talking to Curtis. So we are back on the SIP, and we're moving to our next segment. So we're going to speak with the writer. Did you direct too?
I did.
He did.
Yes.
Oh,
The
right.
writer,
Right.
director, producer.
He
Yes.
Tyler Perry.
Yes,
Everything.
yes, for Tyler Perry. Very fitting, very
That's a
fitting.
bird.
Yeah.
That's a bird.
With
Tyler.
gayness though. With gayness.
With Biff Gaines.
He gave it to me.
Oh, yes.
Oh,
Did you
wow.
say
Stop
it's
it.
gay
My mom and I argue about this all day.
And
Tyler.
and you can probably sit through it.
Oh. Oh.
Tyler, let me just do this first. Show.
Thank you.
I love him.
Support you,
Sorry,
all your
sorry.
I love
daughters.
him. He
Okay.
gave it to girl.
Y'all are too funny.
Oh, yeah.
Anyway,
Love you, Mr. Barry.
Yes, we have 9 black men in the studio with us.
Yay.
The writer, director, producer of Cake.
Yes.
His new film
Cake.
that he is premiering on, actually tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
At the Logan Theater. Now, I would say to you guys, oh, you can get tickets, but bitch, it's sold out.
Sold
No,
out.
can't do that.
Sold
Can't
out.
do that, girl.
Like Beyonce in Houston, all kinds.
Beyonce, Chicago,
Okay.
New Orleans.
Hello.
everywhere.
But you can get it. The t-shirts are fabulous, by the way. So
Oh, thank you.
people can still get t-shirts, though, right?
Yes.
Fabulous.
At 9blackman.com.
There you go. We'll make sure that happens.
Okay.
Okay. So the good thing about the show today, we actually have 9. We have cast members of Cake with us. So we're gonna start with 9 first, and kind of talk to our friend about the process, him as a director and writer and all of those things. Then we're gonna bring in the guys. You know, I'm calling the girls. We're gonna bring in the guys to then talk about the co-collectiveness of the process. So,
Great.
welcome, 9.
Thank you.
We're so
Okay.
It's an honor to be
So
here.
good to see
We're
mine.
so glad that right. 9 is a friend of ours, just so you know, by the way.
Good
Like
friend.
he supports the community heavily, attends everything he possibly can. And even if he can't, he has a good note to say, some positivity, looking at pictures, just all of that. So
Thanks.
the energy is amazing, right? So we love that. So that's the
Thank you.
first part. Of course, friend. So now you can't be shy. Now this is your
Sure,
time, and
of
we
course.
talked about this,
Yes,
right?
yes. No shyness.
No shyness. We talked about this. So no, I mean,
Yes, I
but
take pictures.
you've been doing, I mean, work. I mean, pretty much telling our stories for a very long time. And so Cake is not his first film, y'all. Just by the way, I just want to
Right,
make sure
right.
y'all know that.
Right.
It's not his first film, and I want you to kind of talk about some of the work you have created and why you started to work within this space. What was important about making sure you tell our stories as Black LGBTQ people?
You know, I wish I could tell you that it was like this sacrifice and I just felt this calling. No, it's selfish. You know, when I go to the movies, I don't see us. When I go on iTunes to rent a movie, I don't see us. I don't see our stories. I see white people's gay stories, but I don't see black people's gay stories in large numbers.
Mhm.
And I just feel like the things that I want to see, I won't see them unless I make them.
Mm.
So that's why I make them.
Well, I think that's very important. Well, we talked about that before on the show as well. It's like
We have to we have to get out there. and
Can't
make
nobody
our
tell our
stories.
stories.
and we know our stories, and we have
Right.
to tell our stories. And so it's great that you are actually, doing this work now. The previous movie. Now, tell us about the previous film that you had did.
Blue lights.
Yes, Blue Light. So give us a synopsis of that. And if I'm not mistaken, wasn't it similar to that other film?
What other film?
Are you talking about Moonlight?
Right.
You are stupid.
Or did she copy you?
You didn't do the porn parody, did you?
No.
We're joshing.
Yeah, stupid.
She copied you no matter what.
Right.
No matter what.
No matter what.
It was crazy, and really, it wasn't even supposed to be a film. What happened was I had been making these little short pieces, just little short stories about shit that happens in black gay life. Just little short stories. Some will be 10 minutes, some will be 5 minutes, some will be sexy, some will be sad, some will be funny. And I looked at the stories and I was like, you know what? I bet this could be a movie if I, like jerry rigged it into one. So black folk. I got my lemon and my paper clips and my $2 and squeezed together a movie and boom, Blue Light.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's the first. It's a first movie, but it wasn't created that way. It just became that.
And this Blue Light, tell us about Blue Light. What was it about?
So the concept is that there's basically two sides to love. There's the red light of lust, and then there's the blue light of true blue love. And my character in the film lost the love of his life and was, in the grieving process for 4 years and was like, okay, now I'm ready to get back out here. I'm ready to I've done lust for 4 years, so I'm ready to get back to true blue love. And he was on a mission to find real love, something substantive, not just ass.
Come on.
However foreign it may be to you.
All right. Oh no.
I was like, oh.
I'm gonna sip the one.
You're
Yeah.
Now you're reaching people.
Yeah.
You're reaching people.
He's reaching for Palm Springs. Palm Springs.
I live.
Okay, Jaime is gonna kill me for telling this, but this is the tea, right?
Yeah.
So y'all need to know.
This is the step, so we're gonna spill the tea.
So what happened was Jaime was moving to Atlanta. This was a year ago, just over a year ago, and we made Blue Light together. He's in Blue Light, and so and he gets me. He understands that I'm insane, and it doesn't bother him. So I was like, what can we make before you leave? And he had just gotten out of a breakup. So I was like, this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna use your breakup, because I'm whorish that way. If something happens to you, I'm gonna put it in a movie. It needs to be in a movie. Use that shit. So we were like, so I was like, okay, look, here's what we'll do. We'll use voodoo. You lose your ex-boyfriend, you wanna use voodoo to get him back. And Jaime was like, I love the idea, but I don't wanna play nobody that just broke up with somebody. So I was like, okay, then you can be the cousin, and I'll be the one who, and that's how that happened.
And it's so funny that you just came with that off like Johnny on the spot. You're like, okay, so that's the movie, okay, so, and you put the script together. Well, wait a minute, how long did it take for you to put the script together? Because you told me that, you know, it was a while, and then you did some shooting once you had certain parts of the script, and then you had to complete the rest of the shooting. Yes.
Well, you know, I wrote it in a week. I took a week off of work to write it because I knew Jaime had a limited window. We only had like 2 months to make this movie. So took a week off of work, wrote the script, and we sat together after the script was finished, and then we started to make that movie. But you know, movies, I'm gonna get deep for 2 seconds. Movies are mystical. They create scenarios. They make things happen, they make things not happen. And the way I had written it, the movie didn't want to be that. It wanted to be something else. So I had to step back and let the movie evolve into what it wanted to be. So we started to create in one direction, and the movie kind of grew and said, no, I want to be darker, I want to be sexier, I want to be evil, I want to be more ugly. And we let it. We let it. You know, we got these guys in the room. I was blessed to get to work with these actors, and they.
We need to get them into this room.
Yeah.
Yes.
And they brought craziness.
I'm not gonna get signaling.
Yeah, we're gonna bring them into the room now.
Yes,
Actually.
bring up.
We're gonna bring them into the room. Yes.
Yeah.
We'll do that right now.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I think, but you know, one of the things that I would certainly appreciate too, you know, was the guys are coming in and having seen Blue Light, and then having seen, you know, I was able to get a little sneak preview that they didn't get, or whatever. Yeah.
Somebody can take
Watching up there.
Yeah.
We're gonna stagger around a little bit because
Yes. So you know, I keep trying to tell everybody the set is pretty much real. Okay. We coordinate and schedule the show all at the same time, and we talk about shit.
Hey.
So we just keep it 100. I mean, you know.
I know. Aren't they beautiful?
They are gorgeous.
They are gorgeous.
They are gorgeous.
Lennox is really like, he's like slicing his
I
wrist
get like
right
nervous.
Yes. So what I was gonna say was, I love the fact that, and then we'll introduce the guys in the room. But I love the fact that you use real men, different body types.
I do.
Shapes, colors.
I do.
You know, I mean, these
That's
are
vitally
I will
important.
say they are some are a little buff. You know, I will say.
Right.
But
Well, we
know,
have that too.
We have that too.
That should be a representative.
What a skinny say.
Yes.
You gotta keep it sexy.
We do. But I like that you are certainly representative of the community in your work. That's what I appreciate.
It's important. I don't like the body, the muscle body being the only body that represents a black man's body.
Okay.
You know, black men's bodies are political anyway.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Absolutely.
you know, we need diversity. We need to show, and that's part of why you see so many different types of beauty, that we're diverse in our beauty.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So we're going to introduce some of the beauty now.
Right.
So yes.
Beauty.
So some of you all may share the mic with 9, and you have yours and Isaac, whatever, figure it out. So let's start with, yes.
My name is Jaime A. Falu.
I'm Mark Prince. I am Lee.
Yes, okay. Yay.
Welcome to the set.
Thank you for having us.
Very happy.
So go ahead, Lennox, what were you saying, baby? Take off. You want to take off your shirt.
Oh.
So he can actually. Are you watching the
Screen?
Facebook? Are you watching the Facebook or YouTube live?
He's watching it live.
Okay, so he can see you all.
$25 donation to Puerto Rico.
Oh, okay, that could work. We like charity.
Yeah, but which charity? I don't know.
Well, let's do this. I would certainly like for everyone to kind of go around the room and talk about their experience filming Cake and being a part of the movie and what it meant to you and what it felt being a part of this process with Nine. I think, yes, maybe.
Can we have character bios as well?
And we'll do that, yes, absolutely. Your characters and kind of how they all come.
And I want to know why Jaime didn't want to play somebody who just broke up with somebody.
Oh, perfect.
I have to tell that.
So,
I want to know
the perfect person to start is Jaime. Go ahead. And
Again, my name is Jaime Falou. I play Noon Bay, which is Diki's cousin in Cake. And I am the person who encourages him to eat and create and do make the voodoo cake to get his man back.
yes.
The reason I did not want to play the man who just broke up is because I just broke up with someone around that area of time.
Oh, I went there inside.
Yeah,
I didn't want to
yeah.
see
It was too close and too soon for me.
Okay.
And even more so that
Makes sense.
part of the filming, the reason he chose my apartment to film Cake in is because they had a lot of depressing goodness.
Yeah.
You were a one-stop shop.
The energy was there.
Right.
And he lived in the apartment, and it was when you see it,
I walked in, I was like, oh, this looks shitty as hell.
Right.
Use it.
We don't have to change a thing. Don't touch a thing.
That's right, don't touch that.
Keep the napkin there.
Yeah. Don't touch that
The
pillow.
plate there.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Hey,
Gentlemen, just Hi,
I'm gonna get
Mark.
closer. Get a little closer.
I'm Mark Prince, as I'm leaning into the mic so heavily.
You can sing it.
Yeah.
You can swing the mic.
Oh no, you can't.
Oh, you never can. Yes,
No, you can't.
I'm Mark Prince, and I play Lexi, who is Newbay's better half, or am I better?
Ooh, good question. I inadvertently, let's say, change a bit in the film, and you get some range and depth from what happens to my character. Yeah, so yeah, that's about who I am. He eats the cake.
Yeah.
See, I don't want to do spoilers. Like, no one really knows I eat the cake yet.
That's in the trailer.
Yeah.
Oh, cake tonight.
I think it's implied.
There's cake eaten, and I have something to do with it.
It's okay.
House is not a home without cake.
The eating of the cake does something to me that I didn't expect, nor did my boyfriend, nor did Dee.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, chaos ensues, and yeah, some really dark things happen. So, some things that I'm still shocked when I think back.
Yeah.
Okay.
Again, I'm Lee. I play Riga. I guess I'm an interest of deity in the movie. So.
Okay.
I'm
Yes.
mystical slash, love type of interest.
All right. And one person is missing. I love him, the Delaware's pieces. Well, two of them, Stanley and Gabriel.
Yes.
I love them. They're amazing, man.
Yes.
So there are two other characters. I can't think of their names in the movie, but they're also a part of the movie.
Todd and Jose.
Todd and Jose.
Oh, Todd.
Yes. We're going to break now. Okay, so that was a great way to segue to break, right?
Good,
We
nice-
got all
nice
the
solid
introductions
break.
out of the way. Now we can talk
Give the tea.
after the break. So more of the sip, more of cake when we return. Yes. Okay.
Wow.
Yes, we are in the house. Okay, so just so you know, we are, so they can still
Yeah,
see.
we're like.
Okay.
Okay, so
Cool.
I mean, not that I care, but I just want to.
Yes, mother.
So I just want to make sure people don't say something that you want.
Show.
Okay.
To be on the broadcast.
Right, I'm good with what I say.
Oh, yeah.
Everybody ain't.
Nice heads up. Nice heads up.
Exactly. Just
I curse
know-
a lot. Everyone knows that.
Exactly,
Yes.
but it's okay.
Okay.
So
And my
more
mother
of
doesn't
these-
watch the show. So.
I know, but I will say it's beautiful in
No,
here.
that's my mother.
Oh, okay.
That's right.
That's why I said hi.
Beautiful men.
Thank you.
Very nice mix of men.
We
here.
got too many. We appreciate any and all compliments.
Yes, you know,
Yeah,
look,
let's
hey,
bunch them up and bring them in at one at a time or something.
That's
like
right.
that.
Well, what are we gonna do? I don't understand.
Okay.
Speaking
Okay.
one woman.
Tyrika Evelyn Guest.
Jarika.
Jarika.
Yes.
Okay, Jarika. Is that a real name?
Yeah, that's her name.
Jarika. Okay.
That's right.
We can get it right.
Exactly.
That's a lot. Tell them.
When you hear her name, think that's a she.
Okay, Jarika. Hey girl. Hey Jarika.
She's really
Yes.
good.
So good. So when we come back, we're going to go into the story, more, characters, all that. Why you wanted to do the film, like
And I
what
wanna know about the
intrigued you
filming
about?
process.
Because even the auditioning part, I remember when you put out the auditions, honey, for this. And you was like, I gotta get some boys up in the building.
Oh, that's right. I remember this.
I remember that.
I was gonna nominate somebody. Yeah,
I
no,
remember
no,
that.
it was
That's
not
what I
gonna. It
said,
was not gonna work.
And then you got this beautiful
Yeah,
puzzle.
yeah.
I'm like, yes.
You
Okay.
got it up so quick, because I was like, at
Yeah.
Pride, we were talking, and he said it wasn't quite finished, and it's November now.
Yeah.
And I look up and you got a whole film. So.
And wait a minute, with the premiere suite that sold out.
Yeah, no, that's why I was
Come on
like,
through,
that's
bitch.
why I was waiting to ask the question, but you went to
It really,
break.
it really. But at the end of the day, it's about ticket sales.
That's right. You worked that, honey. Yes.
Yeah,
So
I'm
nervous.
serious.
I told you it'd be fine. I told
This
you.
one promotes more than anyone I've worked with. You can promote.
Yeah.
I mean,
You be
seriously.
on the book and the
Yes.
everything.
On the
Think about
book.
it, he did the marketing, he did the coloration in the pictures that
Right.
we did, that Barry took.
Yeah.
He did that whole photo
You
shoot.
did countdowns to the single.
Yeah.
What is that? That's actually, okay, just a soundtrack he sings.
Do you have someone doing wardrobe on your films?
There wasn't anyone, you know.
Okay, now you do.
We did.
Check out my website.
Yourself.
You live.
I love it. Are you nominating yourself?
Yeah.
Okay. Hi guys. We didn't even say what today was. What a
I don't
show!
know, it's like the
It's
third or
November
something.
3rd.
I know Lennox started the show from Palm Springs and fucked the bitch up. You know, yes. Today is Friday, November 3rd. I have to say that we always do the date.
Right.
Lennox wants us to do that, and I even forgot about it. So, girl.
15 minutes in.
I know.
It's all right.
Oh, you wanna jump in with a question? Sure. So Lennox is gonna ask a question. Okay.
That's my question.
Okay. So the question
Repeat it
is,
for us.
okay, the question is, why did Nye come up with the name Cake for the film? And then he wants everyone to go around the room and talk about what they took away from the film.
Okay.
Your participation in your role in the film.
Cake, I called it that obviously because it's about a voodoo lace cake, but also because I know black dudes like ass.
And we call it Cake.
And I thought,
Oh my God.
they do.
And
And
You
I
should run for president. We need someone who tells the truth.
right, and I thought it would look good on a shirt.
Oh,
It
my
does.
God.
It does. Show the people.
Right back here.
I love the vote.
Right.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
So that's why.
Okay. So we're gonna start with Lee first. So Lee, what was your takeaway from the film? Well, first of all, before you go, you could do that too. But like, what was it like for you to be involved in the film, and then what did you get out of it?
Well, a few things. First of all, when I met Nine, I was walking down the street, like at a street fair, and he came up to me. He was like, "Well, I want you to be in a movie." I was like, "What? Huh? What?" So it was a little odd. And then the first day I went to go shoot my scene, I walked into this apartment where they were filming, and I saw these two, Mark and Jamie in bed, and I was like, well, I don't know if I'm in the right place.
Or am I?
Yeah, exactly. So overall, I was very honored. I was a little surprised that he approached me, but I was very honored. I had never done any acting or anything like that before, so I just made sure I showed up. I was well prepared. I was enthusiastic, and I just overall loved the process. Seeing those two, seeing Jaime and
Mark.
Mark, seeing them work, it was just an amazing process. So, you know, I was very pleased and honored to be part of it.
Yes. And what did you take away from the film? What was your like one main takeaway?
Well, that's hard to say because I haven't technically seen the film yet. I haven't seen the final edited version. So it's kind of hard. You have to reserve that for questions on Saturday after the film.
No spoilers. Ooh, I think probably that love can look a lot of different ways. We do a lot of things in the name of wanting love, keeping love, finding love. And love can look tender, it can look violent, it can look angry, it can look broken, it can look all kind of ways. And you see all those forms of love in the film. Yeah.
Love that. Mark, go ahead. What did you take away from the film?
For me, really, number one, I got to see a side of myself that I just, even as an actor, I didn't think existed. There's some pain in me that comes out of this character, and it was very therapeutic. I got to really face some demons that maybe I put away over time. Maybe it was something that I wasn't ready to deal with, that since the film wrapped, I mean, there's some truth in me now that really lives, and I love that this film brought that out of me. There's one particular scene where I seriously go through the range of emotions, 3 or 4 different moments, all in, what was that scene, maybe 9 or 10 minutes?
Mm-hmm.
And that's the only scene, when I think back on the work, on the process, that scene sticks out more to me because that's what I put the most work into. Mm-hmm. And I really feel that particular scene is what I took the most out of. The rest is fantastic as far as I know, at least as far as I can hope. But yeah.
Spoilers.
Yeah.
But yeah, and also, I mean, I like the fact that I got to work with this. I love the fact that there are directors like this one that are patient and really willing to, yeah, he gives great direction, don't get me wrong, but he's actually open and willing to take your interpretation and work with it and make magic out of it. And there are lots of great directors out there like this. Unfortunately, they don't really get the respect that they deserve. And it's really unfortunate, but I lucked out.
I like to co-sign on that as well.
That was great.
Me coming into the film, I worked with Nine on his first film. I'm sorry. I worked with Nine on his first film, and he asked me to come on as Nube, as DP first, but then Nube. But he gave me the reins a lot for this film, so co-directing and working as casting grip. Everything. I did a lot.
Multi-talented.
Yeah, so I did a lot with him, but his trust in me getting me working with his brain, his genius brain, really what I took from it. What I took from it is that he trusted in me enough to know that this would be just as brilliant. I got to see the movie, but just as brilliant as it is, with me by his side, as his co-writer.
Hey.
So I don't know, that's from what I took from it. Not even just being the character, just the trust he had in me to be in that spot, in that moment with him, was I wouldn't give it up for the world.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yay.
Oh.
So I want to be in a film.
Just have a sip in the film. That's what I was gonna ask.
David, I would love to put you in a film.
Yeah.
I'm like, I gave up my little theater cake.
But you're not gonna do what I want you to do in the film.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Well, you know, I want
If you meet all her criteria for that dressing room, she might.
right. As long as the dress
Give me
room
that
has Harris
vanity.
chicken.
And a titanium straw.
And a Pepsi.
Yes, and calla lilies.
Calla lilies.
Right.
Oh, done and done.
Okay.
Lavender candles.
So our other guest is here, correct?
Yes.
Yeah, so we're going to wrap up with the lovely gentlemen of Cake. We want to
Yay.
thank you guys for spending
Thank
this
you.
time with us. I'm so excited for you guys with tomorrow. I wish I could be there. I would have been there, but but that's all right. Because I'm going to catch up with you all eventually afterwards sometime. We'll figure that out. We'll figure that out. So thank you guys so much.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you. And good luck tomorrow. I'm sure it's going to be amazing.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you.
No, thank you. Now we're going to bring in this child Get these pastries in here.
Michael.
Michael.
There is cake.
There is cake.
There is cake.
He said let there be cake.
Speaking of cake,
Speaking of cake.
Hi, Michael. You are. Oh my goodness, Michael. Look at this.
Yes.
This is awesome. Wow. Come on in, Michael, and sit on down. Right over there.
Come squad.
Yes, you know, we're going to do a photo with them.
Yes, we have to.
So-
They're gonna have to like chill for 10 minutes.
Yes, chill for 10
I
minutes.
don't know where y'all-
Yes, we're going to do a lovely
So
so
photo.
live right now.
So live. You all are just getting the full gamut here that we do.
Oh, we have a cupcake wine too?
Yes.
Oh, well, it's a dessert one, right, Michael?
This, I'm telling you, sugar, spice, and everything else.
Look at these. That ain't me.
Do I need to put these on?
Yes.
If you want to hear.
Yes.
You wanna hear?
You want to get into
It's
it.
always an option.
Yes.
No, I don't. I think probably.
Okay.
We're trying to figure out who's opening the wine right
Okay.
now. So,
So, Michael, tell us about yourself.
First of all, hello everyone.
Hi, Michael.
I am originally from Detroit, Michigan. I am a transplant to Atlanta. I moved to Atlanta to go to college, of course. I attended Morehouse, and also went to LaPorte on Blue. That's where I got my culinary experience from. And what else is there? I'm a father.
Your son is so adorable.
So like anybody that follow me on social media, my journey is all about food, my kid, and normally like what I'm going through romantically at the moment. I try to, be vulnerable and give people those things. So when it comes to me selling my product, they feel like, oh, I can relate to
And
this.
I know him, yeah.
yes.
So the bottle of wine that I brought for you guys is a red velvet flavored wine by Cupcake. Of course, Cupcake is I want a good buzz, but don't want to spend a lot of money. It's reasonably priced, and it's rated like
Hey.
a 90.
Oh.
Yeah, so it's actually really good.
Now, you brought us some women. You brought us some treats. Hold on, Lennox, before you ask your question. I want to get these treats. What did you bring us?
Well, I really
Yes.
wasn't aware of like what all was going on until I kind of looked at y'all promotion and was like, okay, so it's a whole lot of cake going on.
There's a lot of cake going on today.
Cake, the short film. I'm a pastry chef, so I brought you guys some caramel
You know
cake.
what?
In the South, that is one of the
No.
holy trinity of cakes.
I thought it was chocolate. That's caramel.
Yes.
That's
You're so
caramel.
silly, I can't.
Oh my
So you
god.
guys should have a bite.
That's caramel.
Yes.
Absolutely, I'm ready.
Oh my god.
Okay, Lennox,
I'm
I'm gonna
gonna
ask you a
use
question
over
while we're
here.
biting this.
Yeah, go ahead. Go
cannot-
ahead. We're gonna put the cake in our mouth.
I cannot do this over here.
But you can.
This is gonna be the worst reaction ever.
Cute.
I cannot hear anything.
Did you hear him?
Are we smacking on this microphone?
I didn't. I think that. Okay, I hear now.
Oh, why did handstand go down? Okay, so the question was the Easy Bake Oven Masterclass that you teach. You think it's amazing. Like, why did you want to? And you do it, I guess, in the neighborhood or in the garden or something.
Actually, I travel with it.
Oh, okay.
The Easy Bake Oven Masterclass came about. Of course, I'm a kid of the '80s. I grew up where, baking, I was teased for it a lot, during the holidays. I would be in the kitchen with the women,
Yes.
of course, and my uncles would always say, you need to get out of the kitchen with the women and let the women cook. My mom, she is more of a liberal thinker, so around Christmas time, she actually brought me the Bake Oven, and that's how I got my introduction to baking.
Yes.
So my Instagram is Life After Takeout, which is, my brand name. I also have a website by the following name. On Twitter, same thing. So you can put Life After Takeout, it's totally Googleable, and everything associated with me and my projects, of course, you can find it through that.
Yes. So wait a minute. Yes. So no, because, you know, our lovely producer's looking at us like he's going to kill us. I'm like, you got to work with us a little bit, okay? We're going to talk to this man. Give me at least one and a half minute, okay?
6:55.
I know. Well, you know, we got to do those commercial breaks and all that stuff that, you know, helps the bills get paid,
Yeah.
right? But
Absolutely.
we want to talk to you for some minutes. So, was this always a love and a passion of yours? Like, this is something that you wanted to do? Or how did you even get to this, wanting to be a chef of pastries or...
So you knew from like being in the kitchen with all those women?
Well, I would say this honestly. I come from a family where the men are the domestic.
Okay.
You know, my grandmother, her life mission probably was just to rearrange furniture every week and lay in the bed and watch her court shows. But the men in my family, they do the cooking, they do the cleaning. So I grew up like that is the way, you know. So I kind of picked it up honest. And as I got older, I didn't really have a, you know, growing up into my, you know, gayness, I guess, and who I am as a person. I didn't really have a place, like I had to find my own place, like who am I as a person, and cooking always kind of made me stand out from everybody else. Even now, as a 34-year-old man, I feel like dating, they appreciate a man that cooks.
I did, 'cause I can't.
Are you teaching your little one how to cook too?
Well, I'm not teaching him how to cook, but he's definitely learning to eat. At 3
He has the best
Yes.
breakfast and lunches like for a child that I've ever seen.
Yes, at 3 years old, he's eating California rolls, tiki marsala.
Oh, he eating real good.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yes, I'm so excited. So, you know, when the music was on as you was giving all of your social and
Your social media
information.
content.
Yeah, say all of that again for us so we can make sure everyone hears.
So my Instagram is Life After Takeout, which is my brand name. On Twitter, it's labeled Dior, but everything like social media wise, Life After Takeout, you can see me, my food, my journey, and you know, I'm very vulnerable with it. So, you know, feel free to.
When you think I'm sarcastic, oh my God.
Oh, and we need to have you. Look, I feel like you need to, I feel like you need to give us some of that chicken masala and stuff. I feel like this is the start for us. Now, I know, for us.
The start of the ruin of the diet that I have.
No, let me tell you, y'all, this cupcake is sickening.
I'm not even a cupcake person, and I really love it.
I
Well,
love it.
And I'm gonna take my home. I'm just gonna take it home and have my way with it.
And I like that it's not a little tink size.
Oh God,
that's
So this
true.
is a healthy size cupcake.
I like that he put icing on it. You know
Listen,
what I mean?
I cook for the men that like to eat, and they don't want no small portions.
Yeah. Hello. No small portions, honey. In our food or life.
Yes.
So
if cake is the thing, we like our cake in large portions.
absolutely. I like mine in large portions.
No diet cake here.
No diet cake.
No skinny.
Okay. So we're gonna wrap up the show, Curtis. You can play the music now.
We are
Thank you, guys.
No, thank you. Lennox is all the way in Miss Palm Springs. We'll have you back next week, right?
Greater Palm Springs. Right.
Awesome. So we want to thank all of our guests, Michael Dior, the cast of Cake, for joining us, and for Michael for bringing us this fabulous caramel
I didn't want to
cupcake.
eat this on air like that, so that's why I saved it. Just like that.
Yes, so I am David Dodd.
I'm Liza King.
And Brenda the intern.
Yes. And we're done.
See how simple that was?
Thanks, Curtis. Don't beat me up too much.
Please, Curtis.
I'm like, thank you.
We love you.
This was good. This.
Honey, I just can't eat like that.
Let me tell you what I like about this. I like the fact that your icing is like,
warm it up
it is
and
nice
really have my way
and
with
thick.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Sometimes you get the caramel cake and it's just too gooey. I like the fact that it has
What
the
do you do?
Just been being a tourist, eating everything.
Really?
Yeah, well, you're in Atlanta, right?
It is.
Oh, yeah,
It
no.
is a
It's like
restaurant.
the food in Atlanta is good, but it's so much like
Soul food.
extra. Well, not even really just soul food.
It's
Like
gonna
they
have
want to make
migraines, so they
everything
can
so
say,
bougie. Like
"We
sometimes
have
you just
it
want a
here."
piece of fried chicken.
Yeah. Yeah.
Have you ever been to Sunday, my
And
belly?
Chicago will give you all of that.
And we have a Harold's chicken in Atlanta.
Yes, it
But
has an ice bar too.
But it's not the same. Like
No,
it doesn't
not.
taste the same. No,
I
it
bet
doesn't
it's
taste
not.
the
But
same.
one in Gary different too.
It doesn't taste the same. It's kind of That's funny. When I was there in Atlanta last, I had some of that. I drank more than a chicken. I had the chicken. You know, it like this. Hold on. Let me talk to Curtis. Is this on the photo page?
Hey, feel free to review your stuff at our house. We live like 5 minutes away. You can absolutely what you want from there.
Capture.